What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Ethereum today, ETH/USD. It is the 14th day of November, and we've got some things to talk about. Okay, and I'm optimistic, but it's still something that we're seeing in the charts that I want to make everybody aware of. Okay, I made a post on X.com about this yesterday. I want to see actually if I can find it. Let me see here. Hold on. I made a few posts since then. Yeah, that's about an 18% drop from the current price level. Somebody hold me, ETH, because what this was a forecast to $2,600. Now, I'm not saying that we will go down here. I'm just saying from a bull flag or a bear flag perspective, that's what it would be. Finding support at the 382, finding resistance at the 236. Typically, you go down to the 0.5. And we have made this is at $3,200, so we had dropped a little bit since then, right? We dropped all the way down to $3,000. However, what we found was a double bottom. What we found was I think a slightly lower low, right? Oh, so slightly? No, a slightly higher low. And that double bottom, the reaction we're having right now might save the day. It might prevent us from going down here, okay? And let me just reference this real quick, what we were talking about in that post, okay? If we take the low here from April to the high here in August, okay, what we did was we found direct support at the 382, found resistance, very clean resistance at the 236. Typically, and the way that I do analysis with the fibs is when you find support at the 382 and resistance at the 386, the probability to go down to the 0.5 or lower goes up dramatically. When you go from the 382 to the 236 and back down like this, the probability that you enter this area goes up dramatically. Like right now, I want you to understand, even with the bounce here, from just a fib perspective, nothing else to be considered, just from the fibs, statistically speaking, we are most likely to go to $2,600 at least or lower, right? I was saying somebody hold me because if Ethereum drops that much, what does that mean for the average altcoin? That's not good, right? If Ethereum's going to drop 20% or more, we're in a bear market, you guys. The average altcoin is going to drop 40% or more. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to be intense. And I'm not saying that it can't happen, but it's something to address. It's definitely something to address. Okay. The fact that we found support here at the 382 twice now is not common, but it does happen. It is a double bottom, and the reaction we're having off of this low is very proper. It's exactly what you'd want to see. What we don't want to see is a return back to this level. If we do return to $3,000 or lower, the odds that we go down to 2,600, it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. If we go back to $3,000 or lower than $3,000, it would be completely improbable that we do anything besides going to $2,600 or lower. Okay, so just understand that. And that would be very bad for altcoins. Ethereum dropping and altcoins not dropping, that is a highly improbable outcome, right? Now, double bottoms are great, but if it is a double bottom, we need a proper reaction. We need to move up higher. Let's see if we can find an example of a double bottom real quick. Hold on. Here's a double bottom. Did you pull back at all for the first week? Not really, no. Did you get anywhere near this low after you found a low? No, you didn't. Not at all, right? You moved up. You just consistently moved up higher. We find a double bottom. Let's see. Do we have other double bottoms? Right there. Did you move back near this low at all? No, you just went up. You pulled back a little bit here, but no, you didn't go anywhere near this low. You just moved up. Consolidated, found a new low. It was a higher low, nowhere near this area. You went up, right? Double bottom here. Look at the reaction. Boom, right? That would be preferred if we could see something like that. All I'm trying to say is we cannot go back to $3,000. We have to be done. And I think that we are. We are because we have to be, right? We have to be, as in, if not, the bull market's over. And I don't think the bull market's over. We have to be done. The 30-day period, and that doesn't mean that I'm just going to be in denial if we go down to $3,000 again. No, we have to be at the low. No, we're going to be open to it. But I'm just saying, if we want this bull market to continue, we have to be done going lower now. We have to be. Okay. The current liquidation levels on the Ethereum liquidation map here, over the past 30 days, Ethereum has amounted almost 9 billion in shorts, and we've got just over 1 billion in longs. This is the lowest amount of longs I've ever seen on Ethereum over a 30-day period since August. It's the lowest amount of longs that we've seen. Tells me that we are probably going to move up higher. Right? No more longs. Total liquidations, total leverage positions are really decreased, diminished. Typically, whenever you're in a consolidation range, right, you start the range off with high volume of leverage positions and open interest, and you finish it off before you break out one way or the other. You finish it off with low volume, with low amounts of leverage positions, and that's exactly what we have here. And we're bouncing off the 382, and we're getting a double bounce. The trick here to validate this low is to get up to $3,700, $36.67. That's the price right there. We need to get above this red line, and not just get above it, but close above it on a daily basis. A weekly basis is better, but a daily basis 2 days in a row would convince me that this is the low. We get above 36.67 on a daily closing basis 2 days in a row, and there's zero doubt in my mind that alt season's kicking off, that the bull market is saved, that we are going to see a spectacular finish. Because it's always darkest just before the dawn, you guys. And we are truly in some fearful moments right now with the crypto markets. I thought I had it pulled up here, but it takes so long to load because I'm out in the rural country of Colorado. So the internet's slow. I really think it's just the T-Mobile internet. I don't know. Maybe it's the internet overall. But we've got high levels of fear, guys. Very high levels of fear. Our crypto average RSI has reset, right? I very much do believe that we have a lot of growth to go, and from here, really the next target to consider is $3,667. Let's just say $3,700. We close above $3,700, we're saved. But the flip side to that is not as simple, right? Or maybe it's more simple. If we go down at all to $3,000, I think that we're done. Okay, we're not going to do this and then come back up. That's not going to happen. If we go down to $3,000 at all, we are done. To $2,600 or lower. Okay, understand and accept that. Accept our fate. That's what would happen. Okay, I don't think it's going to happen now. I'm somewhat bullish here. We've got bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame on all indicators. It's nice to see. 4 hour time frame bouncing right off the oversold zone. Lovely to see. Stochastics are coming up. That looks nice. And the MACD, well, the MACD looks sad, but to be fair, we're moving sideways. I don't know if it's anything to factor in. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, but I'm not worried about it. Two bullish implied things versus one bearish implied thing. I'll take the bullish side. And then the daily time frame as well. We have bullish divergence on the RSI, the stochastics, and the MACD. You have bullish divergence on all indicators on the daily time frame and the 1 hour time frame. We're getting a double bottom and having a proper reaction. The days that follow will really matter most. And it is the weekend. That's what's going to be interesting. It is the weekend. It is Saturday, Sunday, tomorrow. After 6 hours, 42 minutes, we have the weekend. Weekend can provide some tricky price action. I'm just hoping that we move to the upside and we don't move down. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thank you all for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe. Take care of yourselves. I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. Yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.